Hello, I'll be trying to answer this question through the use of the first car, through the use of the information here, the kinetic energy and velocity, to find out the missing parts to answer the rest of the question. So what we're trying to find here is the kinetic energy in for this car, which runs at the velocity of 60 meters per second, and the velocity of the other car, which goes to the velocity of 90 meters per second. So we're given the kinetic energy in the first car, which is 10 to the power of 6, and we are also given the velocity. So we can write that in the formula. So half times mass times velocity squared, or 30 meters per second. The next step is to move everything on the right side to the left side to keep the m by itself and to get the answer at the end. So the first step is getting 10 to the power of 6 and multiplying it by 2. So when we get the calculator, we type it in, power of 6 multiply by 2, which is 2 million. So after getting the answer here, we are needed or required to divide it by 30 squared. So we get the 2 million divided by 30 squared. So type it in the calculator. 2 million divided by 30 squared, which gives you 2,222.2 to round it up. So in the end, we are able to find the mass, which is equal to the answer we just got, 2,222. And so, after we find out the mass, we can now complete the formulas or the questions above. So again, now we have the velocity and the mass. And so we have to apply it to find the kinetic energy into the kinetic energy formula. So kinetic energy is equals to half times mass times velocity squared. So it is equal to half times 2.2 times 60 squared. So we have to drop it down and type it in the calculator. 0.5 times 2.2 times 60 squared, which is equal to 39960. And so if it's rounded up and written in scientific notation, it would look something like this. And that is because we rounded up the numbers here to get it into a 4.0 or to the closest million. And that is to get an accurate or a close answer. And so we go on to the next phase of the other question, and it is to find the velocity, the kinetic energy. Again, we are given the mass, which is 2,222.2, and we would have to drop it down into the formula. So half times mass, which is 2222.2, times 90 squared. And then we'd have to type it in the calculator. 0.5 times 2222 times 90 squared, which eventually gives you the answer. And again, if you'd like to round it up to the closest million, so this is the initial answer, joules. And again, forgot to put the joules here. And yeah, so if you round it up to the closest million, you would get 10 to the power of 6 times 9 to get our answer. So this is all for the explanation, and yes, that is it.